Robert Johnson is considered one of the greatest blues artists of all time.
It's the template for what became rock and roll.
Devil at the Crossroads is a 2019 film from director Brian Oakes and written by Jeff and Michael Zimbalist. This film is part of the Netflix Remastered series, and it explores both the oral and recorded history of blues legend and pioneer Robert Johnson. The life of Robert Johnson is shrouded in folklore and myth, and that folklore has only grown in stature over the years. The movie, Devil at the Crossroads, simultaneously explores both the mythology and the factual evidence that is known about Robert Johnson. Since only 2 known photographs and no known footage of Robert Johnson exists, the film uses animation and reenactments to illustrate the key points of his life. Also included are interviews and commentary from music historians and well-known musicians influenced by Johnson, including Eric Clapton, Keb Mo, Bonnie Raitt, and Keith Richards, to name a few. Also included is interview and commentary from Robert Johnson's grandson, Steven Johnson, who, by the way, has a pretty damn good singing voice. Throughout, director Brian Oakes does a very good job of educating the novice like myself, who only knows the music and the myth, with all of the main aspects of Mr. Johnson's life. It also covers his death, the reasons behind his death, and the rebirth of his musical legacy decades later. The one thing, though, that isn't explored and only briefly mentioned is, unfortunately, his recordings. Aside from a few mentions about how some of Johnson's lyrics added to the myth that he had made a pact with the devil, there really is almost no coverage of the recording sessions that produced the 29 songs that make up his recorded output. But in spite of all this, this is still a must-see film for all serious music fans and musicians. And who knows, perhaps the recording sessions themselves will be the topic of a future episode in this series. For me personally, The Devil at the Crossroads tells the tragic story of a man who wanted freedom. Freedom from the restrictions and limitations that the society of his time imposed upon him and his race, and how he used his art to escape those restrictions, and how that desire would lead to tragedy and death. It's a compelling story that will only enrich your experience the next time you listen to any of those 29 recordings. This is TJR. Have you seen this film? Do you plan on seeing it? Please leave a comment and share your thoughts with the rest of us. If you want to see more videos like this, please remember to click like, click subscribe, and click the notifications icon so you can know when I release new videos. I want to give an additional shout out to my Patreon supporters who go that extra mile in helping me make more videos. If you'd like to become a patron supporter, please click on the Patreon logo that will be momentarily on screen, or click the link in the description. Everybody, thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos. Bye-bye.